Welcome to This Explainer. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt a heavy, unspoken truth that literally no one else seemed to notice? Today, we're unpacking the highly perceptive mind.
Seriously, have you ever caught a lie before a single word was even spoken? Listen, it's not some kind of magic trick. It's a very real neurological reality where your brain simply sees what everyone else misses.
Let's dive right into Section 1, the burden of perception, and how the brain actually sees all of this. Scientists actually call this thin slicing. Basically, your brain acts as a 24/7 data collection machine. It uses incredibly high-speed, subconscious processing to just constantly detect behavioral errors in the people around you.
Think of it like being at the theater. Most people, they're the audience. They just watch the actors and believe the script. But the highly perceptive mind, you're looking behind the velvet curtain, spotting the nervous sweat and the broken props.
And this happens ridiculously fast. We're talking about microexpressions, these tiny hidden emotions that flash across someone's face in just 1/15th to 1/25th of a second. You catch them in the literal blink of an eye. Here's how it works in real time. You hear someone say, "I'm so happy for you," but you spot the error. Their smile completely misses their eyes, their pitch shifts just a bit, and boom, your brain instantly flags the lie. It's exactly like tasting a bowl of soup and instantly knowing it's salty. You don't sit there and overthink it. The tongue simply reports the truth. For the perceptive mind, this is an entirely unconscious, automatic process.
But having this kind of radar comes with some serious downsides. That brings us to Section 2, 3 psychological traps.
Trap number 1 is the Cassandra complex. Like the old Greek myth, you're given this wild gift of seeing the absolute truth. But you're cursed with the incredibly isolating reality that almost no one will ever believe you.
Take the dating app trap, for instance. 0 minutes in, they're super charming. 15 minutes in, you're noting their overcompensation. By minute 30, you're trying to warn your friends, only to be totally dismissed as paranoid. And because of this, you become the accidental villain. By refusing to just play along and wear polite social masks, you shine a spotlight on hidden truths. This triggers massive ego defenses in other people, and suddenly, you're the bad guy. Then there's trap 2, the detective. This is where you overthink absolutely everything. You start assuming everything has a hidden meaning, using your sensitivity as psychological armor, which just leaves you totally vulnerable to confirmation bias. The cost here is heavy, guys. It's like you can hear the tiny cracks in a building long before it ever collapses. But because you're so focused on the cracks, you completely lose the ability to just sit back and enjoy the music. Which leads us to trap 3, the emotional dumping ground. Imagine being at a wedding, knowing the relationship is totally doomed, but you still have to stand there and raise a glass. It's literally like watching the Titanic sink from first class. It's the ultimate irony. You become the diplomat, reading everyone perfectly and healing their unspoken needs. But in return, you turn into the glass wall. Nobody can read you, and they just assume you're way too strong to need protection yourself.
So, how do we manage this overwhelming data intake? Let's move to Section 3, 3 survival principles. Principle 1 is strategic ignorance. You have to stop playing the exhausted Lord of Truth who exposes every fake interaction. Start treating those irrelevant everyday lies like passing clouds so you can protect your own energy.
Ask yourself, why do people actually wear masks? Most of the time, it's not to maliciously deceive you. They wear them to hide their own wounds, their deep insecurities, and their very real fear of not being loved. That brings us to Principle 2, radical acceptance. Try to see the mask without feeling the need to rip it off. Recognize that the loud, bragging person in front of you is often just a frightened child. Let them feel safe inside their armor. And Principle 3, forgive the blind spots. Don't be the detective analyzing how sharp every single thorn is. You have to accept a 20% risk of getting hurt just so you can actually enjoy 80% of the joy right in front of you. Finally, let's bring it all together in Section 4, moving from an X-ray machine to a lighthouse. The goal here is to stop being this cold X-ray machine that frantically exposes flaws and sparks panic wherever you go. Instead, evolve into the quiet lighthouse. You still see the dangerous rocks, for sure, but you calmly and quietly guide the ship. As the original material beautifully puts it, this level of perception is a brutal gift, but also the most beautiful one if you learn how to master it. Seriously, you aren't alone in feeling exhausted, but this really can become your greatest asset.
So I want to leave you with this to think about. Which of those 3 psychological traps do you find yourself falling into the most? And more importantly, are you finally ready to stop fighting the current and become a quiet lighthouse?